Hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and this is episode number 40 of our playthrough of the Whiskey and Lemons DLC on Grand Tactician. We're playing as the Union. Jay here is in charge of the Army of the United States, all of them. We are actually up in 6th place. We're behind Philip Kearny, Sheridan, who is still forming his army, Meade, Sherman, and Grant, who's dead. I haven't really done a whole lot with any of this in a while. We have no staff. I just haven't put any people in here. I don't really see the need. It may help out a little bit. Like a quartermaster might help. So yeah, let's fill this up. We got the prestige. We got 13,000 prestige, so we might as well fill up our staff here with the best qualified individuals. Sylvester Churchill. I thought he was in charge of someone. Well, whatever. Chief of Engineers. There we go. Provost Marshal. Henry Judah. Paymaster. Really need someone as a paymaster. Judge Advocate. I'll go with you. Not even looking at the names. There we go. Alright, we have a full staff now. In terms of what we're doing, we are getting a little surrounded down in here, but we got plenty of forces. We did just retake Richmond. We also fought a battle up here. So what I'm going to do right here is I am going to go through. I want to get my forces assembled together. Alright. A lot of them are separated. We got Sherman down here. He's moving on Riley. But I think the rest of our army under Jay, with the exception of him, is up in the Washington area. And they are all ready to go. We got one that's out here. Oh, we got two that's out here. Well, that's fine. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... I'm going to move Heinzelman. I can't move him down to Manassas. We'll move him... Well, he's not ready to move anyway, so Heinzelman's going to stay put. But Daniel Tyler... I'm going to move you down here. Winfield Scott Hancock. I'm going to move you out here. I think he's got a perk. Hang on. Nope. Harney. I'm going to move you over here. And then Sickles, we'll have you come up here. Now Jay himself, I'm going to move down here as well. So he'll be kind of together with the rest of his troops. We do have the 1st Division. I don't think that's him. Nope. We've got someone that's up in the Fredericksburg area. Yeah, right there. So we'll work on getting Jay and his army of northeastern Virginia pushed down in this direction here. Army of Occupation, that's McClellan. We have the 1st Division, which is over here under Thomas Morris. We're going to move you direct directly... Oh, you're right there. So it might be better just to move McClellan over this way. Who's the other one? Rosecrans. Rosecrans, who just won a battle and wasn't actually involved, but he's over there. We're going to move McClellan. I'm actually going to move you over here. Alright, Department of Pennsylvania. Under Winfield Scott. Do I actually have anyone up there with Winfield Scott? I do, Mansfield, but he's not ready yet. Army of the Potomac is right there with the 1st Division. We're gonna have the 1st Division come down to Staunton. And then 1st Brigade itself. 1st Brigade I thought I had ordered to move in somewhere. Move you down this way. And then 2nd Division's down here. So they're going to push in from this direction. Army of the Shenandoah. Sedgwick, I think he's still getting ready. Yeah, he's still waiting for units. And then the Army of Washington under Kilpatrick. He's going to stay where he is. Army of West Virginia is going to stay where they are. The Army of New York is in New Bern. I'm going to have you hang out in New Bern for now. Miles Raiders are over here. And the Army of New Jersey under Sheridan is still getting ready up here. So we are consolidating our forces. I want to have a solid line. I want to have the commanders with their divisions or their corps or whatever they happen to be. And I want to get a pretty solid line like this. That would be ideal. So we will get the clock rolling and see what happens first. All right, we got the 1st Division of the Army of Occupation moving in on Fredericksburg. They're facing Robert E. Lee with 31,000 men. Right now he has 4,827 to our 16,000. The 10,000, which would still, it'd give them an equal number. We'll be there in 14 hours. 36 and 37 hours. So I'm actually going to take this battle. Even if the unknown unit joins them, we should have a pretty decent advantage. But I'm thinking that just the Army of the Peninsula with 4,800 men isn't going to stand up very well to Thomas Morris. All right, here we are. It's Aquia Harbor. It says it's a minor defeat right now, but... 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't have a whole lot of room to deploy here. And we have to attack Hamilton's Crossing. Alright, so what do we have for Cav we can send out? For scouting purposes, we've got you. So we'll detach both of them. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Shit. Detach. I guess we can turn detach off. We didn't detach. Okay. Let's have you come down here. Have you... Prospect Hill. They may be dug in along Prospect Hill. That would be bad. Alright, so I'm going to bring the cav down and see if they are actually on Prospect Hill. And then get the rest of the army moving south. Oh, they're actually dug into north of the Prospect Hill along this stream here. Which is kind of funny because this, if you take a look, this is where I have all my forces going. So they're going to blunder right into them. So I'm going to pull the cav back a little bit so they don't get blasted. And we will pull the other cavalry unit. If I could find them. Might be easier to see if he's moving. There he is, way up here, taking his sweet ass time. He didn't actually detach. Alright, but these guys are going to pull back. We're going to assemble, and we're going to make our strike. Now see, I gave the order to halt, but that didn't really take too well, so let's have you dismount. We'll start moving these guys in until we can actually see where they are. I don't want to go at them with a weaker force. But that's kind of what it's looking like we're going to be doing here. Oh shit. Alright, we are taking some artillery fire. There they are. It's almost the end of the day, so I might as well wait till everybody gets assembled here. Well, I mean, maybe not almost the end of the day. Let's have our artillery, or these guys, cavalry, actually mount back up and come out here. What are you doing? Just hanging out? Alright. First Brigade. Fifth Brigade. I hate when it shows that they're in marching column when they actually aren't. Should be good. Right there. Where are you going? Okay, you're going over there, you're going over there. You're going way down there. throw out some skirmishers to deal with the guns. Alright, open fire on them. Another group of skirmishers disappears too. Up there. Should have some cover through these trees here when we make our advance. Push up a little bit. Alright, they're firing. Okay. Bring that other cav unit out. Alright, start pulling our units down here. This guy hasn't moved yet. Oh, he is moving. Alright. Charge the guns. Do it. Do it, Edwards. Charge them. Skirmishers are wavering a bit. Mount them back up. Oh, yes, I did. They're charging on foot. There we go. Alright, try that one again. Go ahead. Give them the order to halt and then move them over there. Should be able to fire from right there. Maybe the middle of the road's not the best place for you. Oops. Wrong unit. A little bit of a traffic jam going on here. Stuck in the middle. Come on, cavalry. And they rounded. Moving my forces up piece by piece here. Okay, end of day, troops resupplied. Let's see, I think I can, I could probably redeploy them. Now that we're on even footing, might not be a bad idea. Still gonna have to make the assault though. But this will let me coordinate everybody. Where can I put everybody? Right here. They're all fucked up. Alright, I'm going to deploy them. I'm going to get my artillery out so they have good line of sight. I know I got forces that are like hanging out in the rear back here, like this guy. Oh, that's not a guy, it's a dam. Here he is. Oh, he can come all the way up. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to assume that they're going to be on this line right here still. Let's go... Fire at will. Like that. Right there. That's all the artillery I have. Alright. Single line. Oh, there is some more artillery, but yeah. Alright, that works. Bring you over like this. Go single line. Oh, we got artillery. Here, I do want to detach this cav. Have both our cav together to charge if need be. Alright, anyone else in the background here? Let's see how they redeploy. Make sure everybody's on fire at will. Alright, see how they redeploy. And they vanished. They're way down here. Okay. Now they're on Prospect Hill. Looks like they got something set up here too. Bring you out like that. I got skirmishers out here. Alrighty. Not sure how they got way out there, but whatever. Start everyone moving. Crittenden. Just like that. Cav, come over here. We'll see what we can find. Alright, we're engaged here. We did get up on the hill in a decent position. So we are firing our artillery right into them up here while the rest of our force moves in from over here. I've got Cav out in this direction. Wait till the infantry gets down a little closer here. I guess one of them's going to charge him, at least. Oh, forgot to give you orders. Right there. A decent line formed up for an advance. First, both our cab just really died. If I can get that bombard order and have them shell the woods. Right there. And 16th Ohio, let's move you up. Yep, they're bombarding. Bombarders. I don't think this is all of them. Problem is, I'm not sure where the other ones are going to come from. They could come from over here. or up there. I mean, this may turn into a defensive battle pretty quick here. I'm going to switch you to fire at will. These are skirmishers. Put them back. Get this regiment up on line. Apparently they don't like being shelled. Get those guns, boys. Fire at will. One holdout over here. Oh, the rest of our army, I completely forgot about them. I'm curious where the rest of their force is. I know that's not all of them. Get the guns yet? Not yet. Leave you in the rear because you're running kind of low on ammo. And we're about to take the objective. Alright, let's keep pressing our advantage here. Got the objective. Oh God. Hello. There they are. There they are. Alright, so what do we do? Obviously we have to turn and fight them. Let's pull you back here. Surprise. 7 rounds left. They're still putting up a fight over here, and there's no guarantee that they won't reform, so I'm going to leave some units over here to take care of them. But everybody else has got to face the new threat here. Cav over this way. Kind of cover our rear as we pivot the entire force around to face these guys. Running low on ammo. Wasn't expecting them to come from way on the other side of the map like that. that. Maybe dismount. Whoops, not evade, dismount. Not ideal to be fighting uphill, but they did come at me from the wrong direction, so it's not my fault they're not playing along. And our guns out here are still doing a number on these guys, because they're not going to be doing anything up here. They're starting to reform over here too, which is not good. And we should be able to get up on them over here. And our artillery's not going to be able to do anything unless I can get them up on the hill. I guess I can shoot at them. At least. .5 to 7.2. their men. Okay, good route there. Guns fire up here. Wonder if I could just bombard up there. I don't know if I'm going to need all these guys down here. Problem is I don't really want to send them back and then have something screwy happen over here. Send at least one of them back. They're shelling them. So are they. That's 20%. quickly running out of ammo, which is never a good thing. Guns down here now. Fire right into them. Not doing bad for fighting uphill. Routed over here, one unit. They are laboring over here. Fire in good. Not counter battery fire. No counter batteries or batteries to fire at. are holding our own, that's for sure. They are starting to pull back, too. Wow, where'd they go? Start sending some of these guys over this way. Battle of Prospect Hill. .4. They're routing left and right. Sweet. Good deal. Enemies retreating. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. Why that didn't click over to a major. Oh, 29. Oh, 35. Wow. All right. Well, the minor victory is a victory nonetheless. All right, Aquia Harbor / Fredericksburg / Prospect Hill. 628 killed, 1441 captured. We had 439 killed. Captured 2,730 rifles. No guns, though. 1,338 enemy soldiers are sent to our POW camps. Alright, so that was here. So that should do something about Frederick. Because it happened so quickly after I pushed play, none of these other forces have had the chance to move, so we're still working on forming up our solid line here. These guys haven't even retreated from their last battle, but we'll pick this up again in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good blue line here. This looks like Stitch from Milo and Stitch, or whatever the hell it is. See the ears and the eyes. Whatever. Hell, I have a 3-year-old and a 10-year-old. I can see shit like that in this. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts, tips, or advice, leave those in the comments below. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you again as we progress through October of 1863 in the Civil War. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.